Well, now I'll tell you what we're going to do about Hoagie Carmichael today. Do we have some nice prizes today, Bobby?
Yes, we do. Very nice.
I see we have a Puritron range hood over there.
Yes, and we have an InSyncerator. That's our magic number prize.
Our InSyncerator is a magic number prize.
And we have an Iona hairdryer.
An Iona hairdryer.
And we have a lady's wristwatch from Lucien Picard.
Well, now I'll tell you what let's do. Why don't we call about 10 ladies up here and let them come up to the microphone. No, we haven't. And let them read the little poem, and each poem will have something about a product in it, and also will mention a tune that was written by Hoagie Carmichael. And then the dear band will play that, you see. And that way we'll have a little music along with the commercials, and in addition to that, you will win prizes. Now, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have another play-like.
Okay.
We'll play like it's a week from yesterday. We'll tell them what they really win, but had it been Thanksgiving, this is what they... Oh, I have to do one thing before that. I have to get this so we can get this out of the way here.
Your Kroger special?
Our Kroger special this weekend at all the Kroger stores are these wonderful Gold Crest chocolates. All kinds. Wonderful new brand of candy, new line of candy that all the Kroger stores are carrying. Peanut butter cups. Did you ever try these?
Yes.
Oh,
very
these are
good.
delicious.
With milk chocolate?
Absolutely. These are the famous mint wafers. Any one of these is delicious. And if you buy any 2 packages and take along your little coupon from the Kroger newspaper ad, you get 50 extra top value stamps this weekend. And they do mount up, and this is the time to make them mount up. Now, I'll do one other thing so we can move everything away from our board of gifts over here for Thanksgiving. How do you like this chair? Sit down in this, Bobby. That's a beautiful shade of a deep turquoise, isn't it?
Matches the range.
You know what they call that? A television chair. That's flex steel construction, and this lovely covering here, it's partly covered in Banlon and partly in a plastic leather, you see. Lean back.
Does it look...
How long are you going to stay, Bobby?
I may be here through guiding light.
Isn't that lovely?
Oh.
So if the television gets a little enervating and you're too tired, just lean back and drop off. Isn't that a beautiful chair?
Now I know what we look like. Through feet.
Through feet. Beautiful chair. And that girls, the show is up here. Will you shut up, please? That woman hasn't shut her mouth since she's been in here. Now, would you like to do the show?
I'm just making up for it. When I didn't get to come in June, I was in a wheelchair.
Well, and you're all right again.
Yeah,
I'm delighted.
I had to give my ticket away, but I was glad because my daughter was here.
You were
from
supposed
Maine,
to come
and
in
I gave
June?
it to her. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now you're all right again.
No, I'm walking with a cane.
Well, you're getting around, though.
Yeah,
What'd you do, break your hip or something?
I broke my knee, and then I had a staph infection. I should have taken some of your good spray with me.
The Lysol
and then I would have got that staph infection.
Yes, there you are. It'll kill staph and the other germs, you know, streptococcus. Oh, these words, you know, they're so hard. But this is a wonderful, wonderful spray, and if there is a cold in the house or just to keep the air fresh in the home is a very important thing. And you know, so many people, I mentioned this one day on the air, and ever since I mentioned it, they have just been more letters about it. People who have taken this to people in the hospital to let them spray their room and keep the air fresh, you know. Because sometimes in the hospital you smell ether and you smell other medicines from coming around in the hospital, and this will freshen the room of the patient, you see. This is the wonderful Lysol spray disinfectant. What is her gift, Bobby?
From Arabesque, a lovely plaque entitled The Knight in Armor. It's really beautiful.
Oh, let's turn him around. Let me see him. Yeah, he's got a bow on his neck. Now, who put that bow on there? That doesn't go on there.
They dress nice, too.
Oh, knights don't wear ribbons around their necks. Take that off of there. Had it been Thanksgiving, she would have won what, Bobby?
$500 cash from the Fells Company.
$500 cash. You could use that with 12 children, couldn't you? Good. Who's our next young lady here?
Mrs. Fahey from Westwood.
Mrs. Fahey?
That's right.
All right.
New soft keeps your clothes looking lovely, though you have but few. And that softness is appealing. I like the nearness of you. The nearness of you.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh, no. It's just the nearness of you
Oh, I love that tune, don't you? Beautiful. And you'll love New Soft also. It puts the newness back in the fabric. Cuts down on the wrinkles, cuts down on the ironing time, keeps clothes soft and new looking. New Soft. What is her gift, Bobby?
From Ship and Shore, something that she can keep lovely with New Soft. 5 blouses.
5 blouses from Ship and Shore. That's a nice gift. All right, our next lady. What is your name, please?
My name's Petra.
Wait till I come over a little bit closer. You come up a little bit to the microphone. What is your name? Now, the only other thing that I have to worry about, or don't have to worry about, because this is one thing I never have to worry about, is a reminder to be sure and have plenty of Coca-Cola on hand for the weekend. Now, there's going to be a lot of good football games. Your husband will be home there. The young people will be watching. There's going to be a show on this weekend, Bobby. Mr. Wilson, who is the president of Avco, you know, which owns WLW. He went to Russia with a group of businessmen, and one of our men here from our documentary department went over to New York and had an interview with him and made some tapes and took some movies and things of that kind. And he's going to tell about his reaction to many of the things in Russia, the way the people live and the food problems and the business problems. And they're going to show this on WLW television on Sunday. Now, the times are a little bit different in some of the areas. Here in Cincinnati, it'll be on at 6 o'clock in place to meet the press. In Columbus and Dayton, it will be on from 5 to 5:30.
Dayton is 5:30 till 6.
Oh, Dayton is 5:30 to 6, and Columbus is 5 to 5:30.
And Indianapolis, it's 10:30 to 11.
10:30 to 11. So it's a very interesting program. You know, it's an interesting thing to me. I haven't traveled too widely, but where I have gone, I have seen so many things, and I have come back and said certain things, you know. And some people took issue with me on some of them, not all, but some. But eventually, so many of these things have come to pass. You know, that big show on last week about the tremendous build-up of West Germany. You remember? Did you see that show? Tremendous show, Project 20. The very thing was said right on that show that I said. No, this was not on Project 20. This was on Wonderful World, wasn't it? I said, I admire these people for their determination, but I fear the rise of too much power in West Germany. I really do. Because this is a country, despite the fact that Herman's a German, he is, and despite the fact that many of us have German ancestry, you know, I don't happen to have, but many do, and I don't hold that against them at all. But this is a country that somehow, when they once get up, you know, there's that military initiative again. And I think we have to watch this. I really do. I don't think that the young people want any problems like that. And I don't think the people who lived through the last war want it. But there are still living in Germany today, in my opinion, the remnants of the Nazi Party. And they were raised on this belief, you know? They were brought up to believe this. And these ideas are not that quickly quelled, you see.
Men who would be like about my age.
Exactly.
Example,
they were all raised in the youth movement, of the Nazi movement. Let's wave to the folks who are watching. Say hello to the folks listening in. We want you to see, we hope you agree, we really are lovely on color TV. We wish you were with us, we want you to know we're having a ball on the show. So we wave you a great big hello.
The total in the Christmas fund as of today, November 22nd, is $160,524.68.
Everybody in there. Frank Pierce, come forward. We'll look at the weather forecast now for the weekend. Rain. It says rain. Hooray. Rain and colder. You mean it, Frank?
Rain and colder, a high of 55 and a low of 55. I mean, a high of 55, yes.
Frank, are you confused again? A low of 55 and a high of 55.
No, temperatures will start dropping this afternoon with the rain coming in. They'll go right on down by midnight, about 55 at that time, and keep right on going colder tomorrow. So it's
and
right
rain.
on down. So
really,
the low,
honest to goodness, wet rain, water rain?
wet rain, and finally into some snow on the lakes during the weekend. Saturday will turn off quite cold. We'll be down in the 20s and 30s in northern Indiana, and that will be coming across our area on Sunday, so very cold coming up this weekend compared to what we've had so far.
Turn up the furnace, huh?
Right.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you all. And don't forget, send your contributions this weekend. Goodbye, everybody.
Prizes awarded on this show are furnished by our for advertising. Stay tuned for the Tune Pike Show coming up next over WLW-Radio, following the news from...